template talk. Everybody always wants to talk and chat on the forums and about what's in your template, what libraries you use, all of those kind of things. And I think those things are so important, but I think what's more important is what the template is for, why you spend a day or 2 days building a template to have. The way I see it, the reason that we build templates is to jumpstart our workflow. Now, I have a couple orchestral templates, one with the Spitfire Orchestral series for when I'm going to do serious orchestral sketching across every instrument and dividing up the sections. But the main template I usually open up is built around high and low ensembles from both Spitfire Albion 1, Metropolis Arc 1, with some supporting instruments. I'm a big fan of the woodwind ensembles from Sonic Kinetic, as well as Sound Iron Symphony Series Brass. When it comes to orchestral percussion, I tend to gravitate towards the Project Sam True Strike 1 library. I just love the way that one sounds. And then for synths in that template, it's the same synth I use for almost everything. It's the UVI UVS 3200, and I know there's so many other options out there for synths. This is a sampled synth, and I just love it. It's just that kind of a relationship. I mean, why do you love your wife or your partner? But the vast majority of the time when I go to use a quote-unquote template, it is another session that I've already scored something in. And I know that I want those timbres for this new project. So I literally will open up the old project, delete all my MIDI, and resave that template and start over writing new music. Now, this means I have thousands of templates from the thousands of tracks I've created that all have a myriad of different sample libraries with different textures and tones, and the way they play together creates different sounds because as a composer like myself, genre hopping is the norm, going from an electronica kind of sound for a car commercial to something light and fun for a spot for telecom. Of course, I have several different kinds of trailer track templates, which I've worked up over the past year as I've been focusing more on trailers. So talking about templates, that's fun. I hope you've got a little bit out of that, but I really wanted to do something that would jumpstart my creative process, because that's what a template's really all about. So I took to looking through the comments and found a few things that I'm going to incorporate into a musical challenge for myself to share with you today. In that video I recently did about writer's block, I got a comment from Pablo, and he said he uses self-imposed deadlines. It won't give you inspiration right away, but it helps him focus to keep working until the inspiration finds him. That's great. We're going to use that for the challenge. The next comment for the challenge I'm going to incorporate is 3&E 6matic Joka. Oh boy, what a screen name. He says the easiest way to beat writer's block is to either change up what you're doing or just change the way in which you're doing things. It's a great idea. Let's completely change the way I work normally and see what happens. The next comment we're going to take to put into this writing challenge here is from Paul. Paul said that he always finds that listening to random music helps him with his writer's block. Now, the thing I'm taking away from that is random, as you'll see once we jump into the DAW and we try this challenge out. Oh boy, I hope this thing does blow up on me. Okay, this is going to be fun. I've got a timer here, since I, for some reason, can't get it to work on the screen while I'm recording. And we're going to set this for the time I'm designating. We're going to go with a deadline of 45 minutes. And the big takeaway from those comments is I'm going to change up and I'm going to use randomness to help me create this track. I'm just going to write some new music. It should be fun. Let's put this timer around my neck like Flavor Flav would wear it. And we will start now. There we go. All right, let's see what we got. Right away, I'll tell you what I'm going to be utilizing this, which is Audio Modern's new Riffer. I just got it downloaded. And honestly, I barely know how to use it. All I've done is hit the die button, randomly generate this, load up the old electric piano here. Free from Spitfire Labs. And what happens? That's it. That's our riff. Random. Number 1. We've already accomplished what we wanted to for the day. I can export MIDI, drag it in here, and now go back over to my file. And there we go. Let's start at the beginning. Why are we at measure 45? I have nothing loading it up because the challenge is saying I need to do things differently here. So here we go. Let's listen to it. A little bit speedy for what I'm thinking. Maybe let's take it down to 105. Okay, great. Now, continuing on, that is prime for us to do something with a spiccato sounding string, maybe. I'm going to just load up the chamber strings from Spitfire. This is one of my favorite little ensembles. We're going to go ahead and pull up the spiccatos, and it's on the ensemble mode right now. Mute that. Let's hear what it sounds like. Okay, it's good. It's great. I like it. All right, let's take that variation. What I'm going to do is, I've already jump-started this thing. I like it. I like where it's going, but I'm going to take it and really arrange this one measure out. This one measure that I'm going to work on right now is going to be the big climax of the music. We're going to have a build point, and so I'm going to pull up my controls, go to my, there we go, velocity, and I know this always grabs the wrong one to do it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. So something kind of like I'm building out this part. It's hard to talk while I'm in musical mind state. I'm building out this part now because what I want to do is build out the climax of the music. And this is a nice line. Let's go ahead and double it down an octave. And we got to get it to line up there. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to double this from those mid strings to our high strings. It's not sounding, it's all right. Give it some nice. There we go, something like this. Nice repetitive pattern in a high string area. I know I'm overlapping, and I usually wouldn't. And now we'll take it into the lower area. Give it to this guy down here. Give it a little turnaround on the fourth bar. See, it's a nice little pick-me-up, and it's not, needs to be a little bit more expressive in the velocities. If I can grab the right one, there he is. Dun, 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 dun. And I think I want to have this low guy. Little half step up. Okay, just something is happening there. And right now the dynamics are up all the way. So we went from this one. It's nice. It sounds like a little action mystery kind of thing. So I have nothing loaded up because I didn't do any kind of template whatsoever. So I would like to incorporate some woodwinds into here. Let's pull up this guy. Let's go through. Here we go. Here's our orchestral series woodwind ensemble. And I don't want to load them all up separately, but that's what it's going to take. Okay, bassoon and duplicate. And pull him up and pull into our clarinets and duplicate and put up our flutes. How are we doing on time, guys? 7 minutes in. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a real challenge, I'll tell you what. Oh. Look at our oboes. Okay. String, Spitfire, chamber string, ensemble patch. Go, and we'll get these guys in a respectable order. And kind of take these two so that I don't destroy them while I work. Move it over to here. And now let's take my bassoon part and actually, what I want to do, didn't mean to do that, is I'm going to take the low part from this part here. So here we go. Just move these out of the way as I build this. Nice. I just want those to be, so I need to get my key switches pulled up. And we want to switch over to our non-vibratos or our staccatos, I think. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. So I need to put a little key switch before they play. I'm capturing after the fact. I don't know if you use Logic, but this could be really handy. Now, what I've done essentially is just copied my my bassoon to my oboe part, because he'll share the same key switches, or I'm sorry, to my clarinet part. And this will allow me to automatically trigger staccatos for my clarinet. And then when I go into my clarinet part here, just need to get them so that they work together as a team. I don't know if I want octaves, though. Might be too boring. Okay, those are working pretty well, and it's just a little bit hot, if I do say so. Let's see. Yeah, it's got a nice bite to it. I'm going to have him continue, and he's going to build with that. He's going to do the same motion, the same note pattern. I'm going to have him do it twice, and then I'm going to program him in a little bit of expression right now. I gotta turn off my looper if I'm gonna accomplish anything. Here we go. Okay, that was really close to what I wanted, and you'll see that I programmed some modulation, and I really want him to get here. There we go. I really want him to get to his fortissimo there. So we have a contrast that builds to that. Because I have done it in this way, I also am going to do, I would never normally do this, but we're short on time. So here we go. We'll get it this way. Boom, 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 boom. There we go, something like that. And then go back and delete these guys. Now I've got a little bit of a form already built in. I can increase my velocities this way. And again, and again. And this guy is going to be loudest. So the idea here is I'm executing on a vision that the woodwinds are going to bring us in till we get a little bit of a crescendo. Then I'm going to add with some kind of percussion here in a moment. This guy's probably too hot. There we go. We need to let him be plenty vibrant here. He's holding back a little bit. I'm going to go back to my clarinets, completely delete it. And now I'm going to bring it in. And now I'm going to utilize the same MIDI that I did. So take it up an octave and listen to these two together, because usually you'll want to redo automation if you're copying notes. That's pretty nice. I feel like the clarinet in the last time through, you know what, the last time through here, maybe he needs to go up the octave. Yeah, that's better. And then we'll go to our oboe parts. Let's see if he works. May need to adjust him. A little honky, wouldn't you agree? And I think that we're going to go ahead and oh, wrong one. There we go. Nope. Mute. Delete. There we go. We're deleting. If you're not going to behave, you will be deleted. I'm frustrated because one of my key switches that I usually use all the time, something's screwed up with it, and I don't know what it is, my mute. And because we're on a time challenge, I can't fix it. And then my controller. You know what I love about these woodwind sounds? Huge shout out to Sonic Kinetic. They're one of the sponsors of this vlogging trial that I'm trying out here. What I love about them is, listen, you can hear the pads, the fingers hitting down on the pads and resonating in the room. I just love the sound of this room. It just sounds marvelous. Let's see what we got now. And then to make this really work, our flutes. I think our flute part here needs to go up to a trill. And that would be a key switch that I need to add to this part, which would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Why are we not tricking? Not in record mode. Here we go. Minor trill, would that be it? I kind of wanted it to just kind of go dynamic minor trill, maybe. Maybe this is what we want. That's good, but I want a longer one. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, so I'm just going to drop my key switch in right there. And I'm going to have to adjust it just a tiny bit because I did it too soon. And you'll see it has to happen right before my note. There we go. And we'll do 2. Let's see what if we do half crescendo there, and then we'll do another one. Oh, I'm off the charts. Never mind. Let's go ahead and do it the whole time. I thought I was going to go up an octave, but I can't see that I'm out of range. Learn your Saddam Adler, guys, and you won't have that mistake if you know the properties of your instruments. There we go. Let's hear how he sounds now. Okay, he cuts out short because I made a mistake, obviously, and I didn't extend him. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead. We're going to get a little bit of a lead in with a harmonics patch. No time to fix typos today, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to utilize violin ones. And that's not what we want. We want extended techniques core. It's a decorative technique, isn't it? Replace. How are we doing? 20 minutes in. Oh my goodness. This piece is only going to be 8 measures long. Okay. There's our tremolos. And oh, I said harmonics, didn't I? It's gonna have to stick. Trem, because we're almost out of time, folks. Can't believe we've run through half of our time already. Okay, now we've already got some ensemble spiccatos here. Let's go ahead and give them a little bit. I'm gonna hit my low latency so I can play along. Going to be good. I think that's going to be right on. And we'll move along. Oh, what happened to my tremolo? Did I delete it? Oh, goodness. Okay, let's have a listen to where we need to head to. Very nice. It's exciting. Let's see if I can pull a pattern out of my head here. That's going to have to do. That's what happens in the speed challenge. Oh, I like that better. I need a click. There we go. Perfect. Got a nice little thing going on. Something like this, maybe? Yeah, it's going to work, I think. We just need to I'm going to glue these two guys together, and then we're going to give them a tiny bit of quantization. Not too much. Don't want to lose that groove. Let's see. Biggest one is we got to get the one to play on the one. I hate to do it, but it's after a little break. I'm envisioning. Nice. And then I'm envisioning this kind of a little bit of here we go. And we're gonna jump into. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna jump into. I'll be on. Hi, woodwinds, because I'm running out of time if I orchestrate out each part from those good old winds there. Woodwinds ensemble. If I work on those, and then it's gonna totally crush the piece because it's gonna take too long. Oh my goodness, it's so slow. What happened? Oh, I got this thing on the wrong drive. Oh, when I updated it, I didn't put it on a precious SSD. So I've got some. There we go. It's going to sound beautiful. Okay, starting to make sense. Now let's see where we need to get to and what's going to happen next. Nice. Okay, it's starting to really come together. I know you're saying, Don, it doesn't sound like it's really starting to come together, but let me tell you what, a lot of my material's completely done at this point because I'm going to be copying and pasting because our good friends, the bassoon, is going to be playing. And I'm not gonna, do I need a clarinet? Yeah, let's give clarinet something to do. I think, you know what? They're going to play the little answer part. And he might need to get a little bit of adjustment in my, yeah, this guy needs to come down, I'm sure of it. And probably same here. With so honky. Okay, let's check that out. See if it's to it. We're just making stuff up on the fly. That's what this is all about, I guess, when you got the 45-minute challenge. My goodness. Talk about madness. A little bit. Oh my goodness. Look at this MIDI, guys. That is a mess. Oh, what's going on here? Here's more mess. Oh, no time to clean up mix. We're on a deadline. I forgot. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's hear that, and then turn my click off. Okay, I'm at the point now where I should probably finish it out and get the little part where we get to the chorus, but I want to do some dressing here, and it's not going to be pretty. I'm going to jump into my Audio Imperia, proud sponsor of the giveaway, Audio Imperia, and we're going to pull up one of my old faves, the old, where are we at? Here we go, Scenes from the Multiverse. There we go, a nice big meaty. He gets a meatiness right here, right here. And he's down, and I'll go fix him in post. Just right. Oh, come on. Come on. Give me the right tool. Let him go as long as he likes. That's my favorite boom. Well, not my favorite boom, but I like that boom a lot. Okay, we also need to get another Audio Imperia Scenes for the Multiverse here. What is a riser? Gonna need that guy later. That's a little too much. Gives it a whole other dimension when you use a sound like that. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens when I add it to here. Okay, yeah. It is the riser. Of course, it doesn't sound good now, but what I'd like to do with my risers. Oh, he got labeled boom. I don't want him to be labeled boom. And I'm hard on my audio. Look at this. I'm just gonna stretch him out. Poor guy. And then we'll let him go all the way to here. And it doesn't need to be that loud. Turn it back a little bit. And we're going to let him just cut completely when our boom hits. There we go. I'm liking it. It's going to work for me. And then I want to have some cymbals kick in. For that, I'm going to turn to one of my favorites that I mentioned in the template talk, the old True Strike drums and kits. I'm just going to load up the drum kit, all orchestral kits. Here we go. This will keep me in orchestral percussion for the day. Give me a little bit of a ringer. And we're going to let him hit right here. There we go. He's in. And he is decorated. Now I'll do a little kick in my... Go, give him just a little touch. Gran Casa. Yeah, those kicks aren't really coming through because I played all of this stuff so loud. Too much velocity. Pull back. Get my volume right for the booms. Closer. It's all these little moving details. It's all the stuff that... Do we need this marcher here? I don't know. Let's find out. Definitely not. Definitely not. It's taking us back to 1990s film scores. Okay. You know what we really need to add? Some beautiful textures. And unfortunately, I have not used it yet. Is the brand new Earth eDNA atmospheres. Escapes, synths, bass. So, distant mining colony versus drone. Let's pull it up, see what it's going to do for us. Ooh. Not much. I got no sounds coming out of it. I've never used it before. It's not supposed to be silent, I'm pretty sure. That's a lot of texture going on. And I'm afraid... Whoa, what happened to our timer? Oh, no. Oh, goodness. How could I know what time it is? 38. Okay. I'm going to quickly find one that works. Yes. Whew. Okay. That little bit of texture underneath adds a whole nother dimension. It starts to. I can hear there's some roughness in my programming and putting this together. And now we got to get to. And I really like this. I think it's really fun. It's a fun little thing, especially. And I want to do a boom. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull this guy that we cut. I'm going to continue with him. And people are going to go, why are you doing that? That's going to be crazy. And I agree. I would normally find a different thing to happen there. But let's see. I think it's going to work. See, it's already sounding awesome. Oh my goodness, this is okay. Little trick here. I tell this to anybody who wants to listen. Is if you got strings, it sounds like a string section. If you had strings and winds, it sounds like an orchestra. So. I'm in the wrong part. I want to go to the bassoons. The concept here is that I am building a crescendo. So what that means to me is that my parts should look like a Christmas tree fell down. And there's a lot of mess in this. Thanks for bearing with me with this mess here. It's unacceptable. I wouldn't subject you to this kind of mess if it wasn't this challenge. MIDI region, everything's green. Well, who is this guy? He didn't label anything. He didn't color code it for me. Let's skip the episode. Okay. And then we need to make sure that we get this key switch from up front so we can play the spiccatos, or he's going to be playing the wrong part. It's starting to come together. Let's hear it here. How we doing? 42 minutes. Oh, you know what? We got time. We got time. Let's find that roll. There we go. That's what I need. Close. I've got something funky going on. I don't know what it is. What is this? That is, mislabeled. It says it's a boom, but it's in the riser place, and we never muted it, and we don't need it right now because I bounced it down. The only thing we absolutely have to do to make this piece of music work right now is to this back down. He's just too loud. Still too loud. Does need to dominate everything. You know what we need? We need like a backwards kind of sucking sound. Does that make any sense? Probably not. And here's how I'm going to try to make it happen. Try to cut this and convert to new audio file. And yep, it's called Boom. Things are really going off the rocker. I'm going to go to the file, I'm going to select our section, and we're going to, where's the old reverse? Come on, function, reverse. There we go. Okay. Oh, I thought I converted you to a new file. Convert to new audio file. Okay, opening riser end, selecting riser end, reversing riser end, muting this guy. Let's see if we get this into a new riser. I want to hear a tiny bit of that. How we do it on time? Oh no, we're past the time limit. But I'm going to go ahead and record a tiny bit of percussion right here, and we're going to call it a day. Right here. Just going to record it without anything else. Okay. 2, 3, and... And because I have a big snare roll here that uses a mod wheel dependent dynamics. I'm moving him to another channel, or we won't be able to hear him. And stop. All right, guys, here's the grand premiere, the Hollywood premiere of the randomizer. Thanks to your suggestions. It's been a lot of fun. We went over a little bit. Let's hear how it sounds, shall we? My goodness. There is some fun stuff in there. I would absolutely, if you watch through this whole thing, I would absolutely love an unbiased stand back opinion at this point, because I've been in it with you, utilizing some input from the comments, trying to make something come together from that randomly generated riff. And not only did I have fun with it, but I absolutely know that it has my fingerprints. I love that kind of, Jerry Goldsmith, Planet of the Apes influenced 20th century kind of sound. I didn't go so far out in the timbres. I stuck with some more traditional instruments. Where I could, I tried to grab things from the guys who are the developers who helped put together this big giveaway. So be sure and make sure you've read through that giveaway. It ends August 15th. If you haven't already, there'll include a first link in the description. I'll take you over there. What was I saying? Oh, this piece of music, crazy, fun to work with, neat to play around in a completely different style than I usually do. Not so much a different style musically, but more a different style of approach. Like I never really work as this is my construct to create something. So going through the comments from that I saw earlier today, and using those as the challenge was a lot of fun. I hope you've seen or learned a little bit. I hope that I've shared a little bit of some kind of insight. I'm glad that we were actually able to start and end a piece of music. It's not great, but it's a start. I could do something with this. It's fun. It needs some cleaning up, and it needs some much detailed digging in orchestration wise. But in 45 minutes, I'm pretty pleased with what we have. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Share it with me below. And thanks so much for checking out the video. You guys are fantastic.